Welcome back to Joe's Son of Boxing. If you are in London next Wednesday, which is the 16th of April, I want to make you aware of a little something that's going on. It's boxing related and it's for a very, very good cause. It's called Michael's Mile and it's named after Michael Watson, the former Commonwealth middleweight champion, who you may well have heard of. He was badly injured in a 1991, I think it was September 91, badly injured in a fight with Chris Eubank. That was a rematch. This was at super middleweight. The previous fight had been at middleweight. There was a lot of controversy about the verdict of the first fight. A lot of people thought Michael had won it. They had a rematch at super middleweight. And if you haven't seen the fight, I mean, we're going back, of course, 34 years now, or 33 and a half years. But it was an astonishing and yet tragic ending to a brilliant fight. Watson completely outboxed Eubank Sr., beat him up, floored him in the 11th round, and then Eubank got up and with a Hail Mary uppercut, floored Michael, whose back of his head or the back of his neck ricocheted off the bottom rope. And he was stopped in the final round by Eubank. And the real battle began then because he had a very serious neurological issue, bad blood clot on the brain. He was taken to a hospital where there wasn't a neurology department. God knows why, but you'd think they would have checked. But then he was taken to another hospital which did have a neurology department. He was operated on. And he was operated on by a surgeon called Peter Hamlyn. And Watson, if you remember, I mean, I remember this vividly because I'm old enough to remember it. Afterwards, Michael couldn't speak, couldn't talk, couldn't move. He had to literally relearn everything. And even though he's had a carer for many years, for a couple of decades, I think, or probably more, he made a partial recovery to the point where he gets something out of life. Let's put it that way. It was 2003. He actually did the London Marathon. I say he didn't run it, of course, he can't run, but he can walk, shuffle, shall we say. And he and his carer, it took them 6 days, but they completed the London Marathon. It took them 6 days, and they were raising money for charity and so on. Now, Peter Hamlyn, the man who saved Michael's life, the surgeon, he has a foundation, and it is called the i-Neuro Brain and Spine Foundation. i-Neuro is I, small I, dash, capital N, E-U-R-O, i-Neuro Brain and Spine Foundation. And this walk that is taking place on the 16th of April, next Wednesday, it's going to be it's going to start at Wellington Arch. Now, if you're from London, you probably know Wellington Arch. It's near, I think the closest tube station is it Marble Arch? Hyde Park Corner, I think. Probably Hyde Park Corner, yeah. So if you're there and you want to do the mile walk, and Michael himself and Peter Hamlyn will be there, you can do this walk with Michael Watson. It's a mile. They're going to walk from Wellington Arch to Horse Guards. A mile ain't that long, is it? It is for if you're in the physical condition of Michael, because he don't move too well, but you can walk. And they're raising money, and you can, make a donation, do the walk, maybe meet Michael, and it's for a massive cause. And this is Boxing News, this copy of Boxing News, which I got today. You can see the article there. Michael is quoted in the article. He said, "I'm walking on April the 16th to help the man who saved my life, Peter Hamlyn, and his team at the i-Neuro Brain and Spine Foundation to raise money for research to help people with head and brain injuries and conditions like that. It's the least I can do after what he did for me. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him and God. I want as many people as possible to come and walk my mile with me. But if you can't, please donate anything you can afford. £1 will do. I want to thank my carer, Haroon. Haroon has been with Michael for years and years, as far as I remember, who is a godsend and looks after me so very well and is training me for my walk every day. Geraldine Davis, who is always there for me and nags me daily. Frank Warren, who has donated £25,000 to my walk. Big up Frank Warren. Come on, we slag him off enough, don't we? If you do something like that, we got to give credit where it's due, I think. Barry Hearn, who visits me often, Colin McMillan, James Cook, Derek Williams. These donations can help transform lives like Michael's and provide other chance when all seems lost. Now, the article goes on to talk about AI. Now, I don't know much about AI. I don't know much about computers, to be honest with you. You can probably tell from the production values of my videos. It's not really my forte. But AI apparently has been making inroads into technology that can help people with neurological damage or spinal damage. And, it's as a tool for medical assistance, it's rapidly becoming something that is really highly thought of and used a lot. And AI, I think the technology from people who know, I know people who know a damn sight more than I do about this stuff. They say, yeah, and it'll take, quantum leaps in the future. So, yeah, just to recap, i-Neuro, Brain and Spine Foundation, they're doing a walk, Michael's Mile it's called, April the 16th on a Wednesday. 1 p.m. is the time, 1 p.m. is the start time, and assemble at Wellington Arch, do the walk to Horse Guards. It's only a mile, and bung a bit of money in the pot, even if it's only £1 or £5 or whatever, you'd be helping out. And also, before I go, one more thing. Colin Hart, there is a service for Colin, a celebration for esteemed boxing writer Colin Hart will take place at Brent Civic Centre next to Wembley Arena at 11:30 on Saturday. This Saturday coming, which is the 12th? Is it the 12th? This coming Saturday anyway. It is the 12th. Today's the 10th. Yeah, today's Thursday, so 12th. Saturday the 12th. That's at 11:30 at the Brent Civic Centre. International Boxing Hall of Famer Colin, one of the most respected fighters outside the ropes, passed away on March the 29th, age 89. So if you want to give Colin all the best, just give him a good send-off, show a bit of respect, go down there, Brent Civic Centre, next to Wembley Arena, the SSE, at 11:30 on Saturday the 12th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just thought I'd make you aware of those things because we're all part of the boxing community, even if we're just fans like I am, or whether we're boxers, or whether we're trainers, or whether promoters. Let's all keep together. Let's all stick together for the good of the sport and, show a bit of respect to our fallen friends and warriors. God knows they give us enough in terms of entertainment. And yeah, all right. Well, if you've got any comments to make, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. You know it makes sense. Let's get up to 6,000 subs. We're getting close. I noticed that earlier. We're getting close to 6,000. So tell all your mates, subscribe to Joe Stunner Boxing. Spread the word. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot, and bye for now.